All right, good afternoon to you from the Storm Alert Weather Center. Lead forecaster Daniel Wilson this afternoon as we tracking a thunderstorm that has now prompted a special weather statement for northern Russell County. We've been monitoring this for the last few minutes. Several of the tornado alert devices have indicated a severe storm that would be in the northern part of Russell County. 50-mile-an-hour wind gust and up to 1/4 inch hail. That would be mainly in the northern part along Russell Springs and then north of Highway 80. 50-mile-an-hour winds and 1/4 inch hail is possible. The tornado alert device is indicating a severe storm for that area in northern Russell County. We are noticing a lot of cloud to ground lightning associated with this storm. That would be for south central Casey, the northeastern part of Russell, and the eastern part of Adair County. That would include some of the locations would be Decatur, Sycamore Flats, the Eli Community, Whittle, Webb's Crossroads, Royville, Sano, Russell Springs, and Font Hill. Again, this thunderstorm is primarily over the northern part of Russell County. That would be from Russell Springs into the central part of Casey County, as this storm is to the east of 127 and 910. It's just past Highway 206 in the Pelleton community. And we continue to monitor this as it makes its way through. So if you're outside, definitely need to go indoors if you're especially in the Polygon area. A lot of cloud to ground lightning is occurring with this storm, so you need to seek shelter from that. Again, this is what the Weather Service calls a special weather statement from this thunderstorm as it continues to develop and move off to the east. We'll put that storm into motion, and it shows you the areas of concern. So if you live in Windsor or the Gosser Ridge community, Eli, then you should be heads up. One of the things we look at is cloud tops, and this is areas where if you have high cloud tops, that means that you have a better chance at a lot of updrafts within that thunderstorm, which would make them more severe. And I'm going to estimate probably between 45 and 55,000 feet. So you can see right now 45, 48, 49,000 feet. And that is to the north of Russell Springs in the areas that we were talking about, up into Casey County, just south of Pelleton, 48,000 feet. So that means that the likelihood of the strongest thunderstorm would be where you have the highest cloud tops. The tornado alert continues to indicate this as a severe storm. Hasn't been mentioned by the Weather Service, but that's what we're indicating now. Reflectivity on the radar shows those storms continuing to develop, and some of those are strong to severe and packing a lot of heavy rainfall with it as it moves through. We're also watching another cell that could impact areas to our south in Cumberland County as we watch Monroe County go under a severe thunderstorm warning earlier, and that severe thunderstorm warning would be expiring at 1:45. It's about another couple of minutes from now, but we're watching that cell as it advances to the east. And we're also watching, as I said, the cell that's in northern Russell County that would impact places such as Webb's Crossroads, the 1545 Bottoms Road into Jericho, 76 Fawn Hill, and those areas where we're seeing the strongest part of that thunderstorm develop. Even if you're not in the Polygon area, we would encourage you to go indoors because we have seen several instances of cloud to ground lightning, and that would be the number one killer in thunderstorms. And people need to be heads up from lightning with this storm. A lot of people ask about some of the other areas. We have a cell that we're watching in Pulaski County. That would be to the northeast of Somerset, around the 914 and 80 intersection. That is not severe, just an isolated area of heavy rainfall. But the main cell that we're watching now is the one in northern Russell County. Been creating a lot of heavy rainfall as well as deadly cloud to ground lightning, and this will continue. The hail possibility or concerns today, not really a great concern, maybe up to 1/2 inch in diameter. Looking at the reflectivity or the velocity mode on the radar does not indicate anything that would be indicative of a tornado. More than likely, straight line winds this afternoon as we see these storms moving through. We're not seeing anything that would indicate a tornado this afternoon here in the Weather Center. If you have weather information to report, feel free to leave that information here in our chat. I'm going to go to our comments to see what's going on. Rain for Adair County, strong storm for Ely, and some of you guys have messaged before I logged on to Facebook, and I can't see those messages until after everything is over with. But the main concern that we have now is that cell in northern Russell County. So if you are in the Windsor community, if you're in Gosser Ridge, the Ely area, that's where the main concern is right now. That would be along Highway 80, East Mount Eden Road, up through Tartar Road and Ely, Windsor Road, Harristown Road, between Highway 3525 and Ely, also down to McLennan Ridge. Those are the areas that is the most concerned about at this moment as this thunderstorm cell starts to make its way through the area. Now, the one thing we're also watching as this system makes its way off to the east, look at all of that band of precipitation that is back in behind. That's stretching from Gradyville up Highway 80 into Adair County, or the remaining part of Adair County, and that will eventually move into Russell County as the system moves through. And we're also seeing more rain that's moving across, and we're not going to complain about it. Right now, the only concern that we have, we're watching this cell in northern Russell County to see what happens there. If you have any reports in the northern part of the county, feel free to let us know. But we're seeing this additional line of showers and thunderstorms that's moving into south central Kentucky. Russell County probably will be getting a lot of rainfall here in the next little bit. Just over almost 0.7 of an inch has fallen here in the last, since midnight. All right, it's 1:48. We're going to go ahead and break off from this coverage and be monitoring things throughout the afternoon in the event that we have additional weather coverage. And I don't see any questions or anything. Anybody have any reports while I'm on? Now you're free to go on and mention those. Because I don't see any need to continue to broadcast when there's nothing imminent happening in the area. So again, we're watching the storm move through the northern part of the county, additional rainfall, and we're going to monitor this to see how things begin to unfold as the other storms begin to come into the region. And you can see the developing line. Now this is the echo tops, or how high the thunderstorm clouds are in the atmosphere. If you look back to the west, that's between Edmonton and Breeding, you're looking at 43,000 feet. So it's possible that as those storms continue to move into the area, that they will increase in intensity, and it's likely that we would have a similar situation for Russell Springs. And you can tell how the cloud tops simply explode. You see how fast that they go up very, very quickly. And as they converge on parts of Casey and the northern part of Russell County. So we're going to be watching these cells to our west and see how things transpire. Remember, if you're in the polygon, you need to shelter, go indoors. Even if you're outside now, you're at risk of being struck by lightning if you are able to hear thunder. So a lot more rainfall is coming, and the likelihood of some stronger thunderstorms, and that is, again, from the cells that we're watching back off to the west, and they will be moving into south central Kentucky. So with that being said, we're going to break away from our weather coverage and remind folks to continue to monitor and to stay with the Storm Alert Weather Center, and we will keep you updated and informed from the Storm Alert Weather Center, your weather authority.